third quarter ikit yung gawa ng ILDEFONSO tsaka itong Mendoza. Kagaling dali, pauran lang 3 points. Tapos si Papa ILDEFONSO, talagang grabe ka, madam. Ala, yatang kakaiking PMPBL. Yan ang pinakamagaling. Diyos ko ka, madam. O madam, may nganta na kanyan Before kayo mainom danom, aliyo kakalingon na subscribe yun at saka i-follow, at saka comment, at saka pinakamasaya ka, madam. Sabihan nyo kung tagano ka rin kayo. Para at least, sabihan ko kaya kayo, at saka i-shout out na kayo, diba? O ka, madam, tambak na lang na naman, sus ko ka, madam. Kagaling dang Abra, may kulilat lading Valenzuela, diba, mga kamadam? Mga kamadam, malapit taning albenulin albenyeno po, sinawa kayo ken boses ko, ayan
Defensive side of the floor dahil isa yan talaga sa mga parte ng laro that Coach Yong puts a heavy premium on. He wants to make sure that this team, although really stacked with talent, plays good, aggressive, physical, in-your-face defense.
Meanwhile, Argiana Lianes has a report.
Si Dolphin Javi, very soon itong si John FORMENTO will become a first-time dad. Kwento niya na very excited siya to hold his baby at kahit sa puyatan daw, excited siya doon. Now, he is using this as inspiration to become a more matured player as well. Sabi ni John na his biggest mentor in life, including in his career as an athlete, has always been his father. So now that he's about to enter fatherhood himself, he hopes to implement that same mindset to his child that their dreams will never be too big. Back to you guys.
Thank you so much. Congratulations kay John FORMENTO.
But in this game, yeah, congratulations, Jan. In this game, though, there have been a lot of frustrations on his part. You could see it in his face. This is still a long road to traverse here for the Valenzuela City Magic as Abra just continues to assert their will, be it inside or outside. That ball movement has been so difficult to follow para sa depensa ng Valenzuela. They're just 2 steps slower to the rock.
And CHIU at the line. He could not convert on the first. Was Mike right there? Boswa ng Pilipinas.
Siyempre, they ensure na naalagaan parati yung mga player nila. And that they're always in tip-top shape.
(61-29), De La CRUZ. They go down low. BRINGAS carving space inside. ARVIE giving CHIU a clinic dun sa ilalim.
11 points in the game para kay ARVIE BRINGAS. Ooh, ENCHO SERRANO crashing into the A board on the baseline. At going back here to ARVIE BRINGAS, minasahe sa ilalim si CHIU. SERRANO trying to steal that basketball away from him. Camacho tried to help from the backside to no avail. BRINGAS using his heft underneath. He had a string of baskets in the first quarter. That really was a big factor in why Valenzuela was able to keep in step with Abra. But after that, you know, fatigue started to set in. Medyo hiningal siya ng konti. And he had to be subbed out of the game. That's why medyo nawalan rin ng inside presence itong Valenzuela City Magic.
Special deal from 1xBet. Scan the QR code and claim your special offer.
CHIU playing his 3rd game of the season para sa Abra.
Oo, maganda yung solid so far para kay CHIU. I think they've been lined up for the Jones Cup, him and Dave ILDEFONSO.
Yes, oo. So they will be on double duty.
I think after the Nueva Ecija game. That's the word I've been hearing. A great block up top. Here comes MARWIN TAYWAN. Abra has numbers. They go to Dave ILDEFONSO. Too strong on the 3. FORMENTO, 1 against 3. And he just knows how to draw fouls. Itong si Jan FORMENTO.
Yung lakas ng katawan niya, I think so underrated. The way that he's able to draw that contact. Pagkabangga niya, minsan yung makikita mo mga big man na kala mo mas malapad sa kanya, sila pa yung tumatalsik eh.
Ang lakas ng upper body ni Jan FORMENTO. Not his best night at the free throw line so far. Knocks down the first. Actually missed his first 4 attempts at the line. But he was the worst among the Valenzuela players at -29 in that first half. He's got 10 points now.
Yeah, most of them coming from the free throw line.
Simon, the drop pass. ENCHO SERRANO, naghihintay lang. Si ENCHO SERRANO.
And FORMENTO expected that it was going to be CHIU that was going to be available for that drop pass on that high-low play. But ENCHO noticed that FORMENTO was just ball watching, so he took the opportunity to cut inside.
Inside, ARVIE BRINGAS, a foul on CHIU.
Welcome to the MPBL, CHIU.
Itong pick up kay Simon Camacho. Yung mga players parang they are elite role players.
Elite role players, indeed. They are stars in their roles. And it's no different here. But again, you gotta give a lot of credit to Coach Chong, the way he's been able to bring out the best still. You know, despite the many talent that he has surrounding him.
64-35, ELDEFONSO. Medyo nakakahilo yung galaw na yon. FORMENTO on the move. Jan FORMENTO unable to finish. A foul on Kim Lo.
Medyo nag-alangan siya doon. I think the fact that he dipped it and tried to go for a little reverse there kind of took him off his shot. I think he could have just gone straight up. Pero siguro medyo nawalan rin ng balanse nung binangga niya si Simon Camacho. And double black eye for Valenzuela there because they sent ELDEFONSO to the free throw line. Once again, maaga sila sa penalty.
This is going to be a long third quarter.
Yeah. It's already been a long third quarter and wala pang 3 minutong nakakabawas. I thought we were already down to our 3-minute mark here.
Now look at the bench of Valenzuela. Really just long faces there as well.
Yeah. This has been very common para sa kanila this entire year. It's really disappointing for a city that likes to call themselves the basketball capital of the Philippines.
Talaga?
Oh,
They stake their claim on that?
they stake their claim on that. Dahil, di ba marami silang mga courts doon na mga
Especially,
field courts.
kay Kong Eric Martinez.
Yes.
Oo. Namiss na natin si Kong Eric. Alam na natin hindi nakita yan.
Yeah, oo.
23 ni Nem de la Cruz.
Ano ba to? Swedish o Shiatsu?
May 2 small okay. It's a 31-point game and he just made a 2 small celebration. I don't think
He's just trying to celebrate the small wins. Quote-unquote small wins he's having in this game. Ito si ARVIE Bringas.
yes, we allow players to express themselves, pero
Yeah, we hope that it's in the most appropriate and acceptable manners. Characterized with the defense that Valenzuela has shown all season long. One of the worst teams defensively in this league this year. Camacho running the floor. MARWIN TAYWAN has just been elite. Ooh.
a crossover there from ARVIE, no call. ELDEFONSO. Hard foul galing kay Kyle Napes. He'll go to the line for 2 free throws.
When ELDEFONSO is going downhill, you're really going to have to think twice about what you're going to do.
This is the fast break of the game brought to you by Extreme Cool Air Conditioners. Ang Extreme Magpalamig free installation for split-type air conditioners. Ildefonso misses the first free throw.
Marwin TAYWAN already with 7 assists in this game.
I feel like he's gonna reach 10 assists tonight.
Baka nga more eh.
At least 10 assists. 8 para kay Dave Ildefonso. Raven Gonzalez and CJ Austria are back on the floor. Si Raven naman ang makaka-experience ng 5-minute massage with ARVIE Bringas. CRUZ, short, rebound, Nem was not able to establish himself as he tried to save the ball.
No, he was already looking like he was going to have a good game tonight. But after those 2 baskets he made in the first half, he has been absolutely neutralized by this defense of Abra.
Valenzuela. Abra, this is what happens when you play a team like Abra na, has big ambitions, has really, gusto talaga ipakita, yung kanilang lakas. As Nem de la Cruz lays it in for 2. TAYWAN on the floor.
I think he hit his knee.
Still in pain.
Yeah, I hope it's nothing serious. He's holding on to his left knee. Or is it the shin?
And everyone there concerned with Marwin TAYWAN. Here's the closeout from Kyle Napes.
Ooh, yeah, he landed on the foot.
No, medyo huli.
Oh. Kind of an awkward landing. Should have been a foul, actually.
Oo. And we'll get an update in a while from Gian Alianes on that injury on Marwin TAYWAN. But critical para dito sa Abra because they will be facing Nueva Ecija next week. So they want to finish this game with no untoward incident.
Tama ka dyan. And yet, despite the talent that they have, they do have a lot of point guards in their roster, but of course you want your starting point guard to be there because he's going to be an important piece, especially when you're going up against a team that's still unbeaten this season in Nueva Ecija.
No, not a landing spot call daw, sabi ng isa sa ating referees si Maynard Centeno, tumama daw sa tuhod ni Kyle Napes, a clash of knees.
They had a better angle to look at. So,
so at least nakuha natin yung explanation. And usually, kung hindi din sila convinced dun sa contact na nangyari, they could have warned Marwin TAYWAN for delay of game.
yes.
So, all's well ends well. Pinalitan niya si Marwin TAYWAN dito ni Josh David. Serrano gets it to Dave Ildefonso. 3. That don't go. Rebound ni Formento. And Dave Ildefonso.
He just climbed the ladder for that steal.
An easy 2 para kay Dave Ildefonso. He's got 10 points in the game.
Little bit of everything across the board dito sa laro na to para kay Dave Ildefonso, playing in front of his hometown crowd. 10 points, 3 rebounds, 5 assists.
Dave attacks and an easy 2 para kay Dave Ildefonso. Nobody getting in front of Dave Ildefonso, getting in the way of Dave and the rim. And that's an easy 2 for Dave Ildefonso. Play of the game brought to you by 1xBet, title sponsor of the MPBL. Your choice, your victory. Feel more game with 1xBet.
I didn't want to make a comment anymore.
Andun na ako eh. We'll be right back. Get a special deal from 1xBet. Scan the QR code and claim your special offer. 78-39 is the score.
Already close to reaching their average in terms of points, and we still have a lot of time to go here in the third quarter. Itong Abra Weavers.
Pinakalahati lagi ng Abra yung output nitong Valenzuela.
Yeah, Abra's averaging about 86 points per game this season, 86.5 points. Already with 78 right now. I think they're on pace for, 100, 105 in this game.
Yan, cradles out para kay Jolo Mendoza. Rebound ni Kyle Napes. Rev Diputado ang may tangan ng bola. Rev, he'll fire a three. He's got it. 5 straight points para sa Val City Magic.
Well, the only way that Val City will get back in this game, I think first things first is their body language has to change. You can't come into this game trying to catch up on a lead that seems insurmountable if your faces on the bench are long. Yes, I mean, it's easier said than done, but if you're determined to try and catch up and make a game out of this, you gotta try and be that energy that your teammates hope na makukuha nila, that your teammates on the floor. So kailangan lahat talaga magtulungan. It has to be all hands on deck, from the people on the bench to the guys on the floor. Everybody has to enrich each other and encourage each other.
Gusto ko next game na, Javi.
I'm really looking forward to it, Sidel. Believe me, I'm sure to be.
Hindi, if I'm Venezuela, this is going to be a tough way to come back. I just want to finish the game the right way now.
That is exactly what they should do.
Make the right decisions on the ball. And alam natin, matindi din naman ang depensa nitong Abra, but they've somehow gotten a few baskets here and there. And Rev Diputado is providing the spark here in the third quarter. Another basket para kay Rev. 5 straight points para sa kanya.
Well, one thing I can say about this guy is he's always been a very smart player. He tends to make the right decisions more often than not. And his entry into the game here in the third quarter has somehow slightly changed the complexion of the game, at least in terms of scoring the basketball and shooting in the half court para sa Valenzuela. But defensively, just too tough for them to slow down this machine that are the solid North Weavers.
Diputado turns the ball over. Mendoza fires a pass. Ayonayon, basket and one. Well, grabe, he was able to absorb the contact from Hesalim. Tumama na yun sa balikat ni Mike Ayonayon. Mendoza with the steal, and then Ayonayon off to the races.
Just when I say that Diputado tends to make the right decision more often than not, he turns the ball over there, and Abra capitalizes once again. It hasn't really been a lot of turnovers for Valenzuela the way that we're trying to see in this game. Kala mo siguro they'd have already 16 to 17 turnovers. But no, they only have 12 turnovers in this game. But it's really the amount of misses and the baskets that they allow that has allowed this lead to balloon.
Yeah, it is an unsportsmanlike foul. There's also a warning on Abra for improper bench decorum.
It has been upgraded, Sidel.
Oo.
To the dismay of Valenzuela's coaching staff, particularly Coach Bam Ledesma.
Contact was above the shoulder, Javi.
Yeah, and he hit Mike on sa may mukha. Natamaan niya rin ata eh. And that's been, I think, what you were telling us kanina, no? Yung strength na that dinevelop ni Mike Ayon, finishing through contact. That's really what has changed here in his return to the EMPBF.
Oo. Gonzales, teardrop won't work. BRYNGAS with the rebound. Diputado, 2 minutes remaining here in the third. Napes gets away. Left-handed layup, no good. Foul on ARVIE BRYNGAS. A pushing foul, and it will be free throws for David.
Valenzuela has been in the penalty since the 7-minute mark.
Since the last game. Since the last game.
It's been a long night para sa kanila. And, you know, the people here inside the venue just absolutely awestruck, I think, by the way that Abra has methodically disposed of whatever Valenzuela has tried to do in this game. They have just been relentless. They have been unstoppable, and they're just trying to prove, I think, more than to anybody, it's really to prove to themselves that, you know, we are one of the best teams in this league, and we are gonna make a good run for the national championship.
Yes, agree. Still a long way to go.
Dahil para sa akin, mas importante yun eh. Na yung belief sa sarili mo na kaya mo more than the belief of other people. Because if kung kayo sa sarili nyo, tingin nyo di nyo kayang gawin, eh, di talaga aabot sa ganun.
Meanwhile, Gianna has an update on MARWIN Taiwan.
Yes, just a quick update on MARWIN Taiwan. Medyo nag-forward motion daw nga si Kyle Napes, defending him earlier, hitting his left knee. But sabi naman niya, okay lang dahil hindi naman sinasadya. He just needed to take a quick breather from the impact. But okay na daw siya ngayon with 2 thumbs up when I asked him how he was feeling. Back to you guys.
Good news. Thank you for that update, G. And the good news para dito sa Abra Solid North Weavers. Makakabalik pa kung kailangan dito si MARWIN Taiwan. But
I don't think they're gonna risk it. 40-point lead. You're going up against Nueva Ecija next week. I think this is a good chance for Coach Yong Garcia to fully integrate Jolo Mendoza into the system of Abra. Siyempre, iba na rin naman yung practice sa games, and this is a good way for him to do so, especially you're going up against the Rice Vanguards next week.
ARVIE BRYNGAS needing to carry a lot of the heavy lifting for Valenzuela in this ball game. 86-47 is the count. Minute and a half remaining in the third. David uses the Austria pick. Mendoza got the step. Jumper won't go. Rebound. Picked up by Diputado. But a foul on CJ Austria. Nasa penalty na parehong kupunan. Minute 22 remaining and we're just in the third quarter.
This has been an incredibly long third quarter because of the foul situation that Valenzuela was in early, but now both teams are already over the limit.
Diputado knocks down the first. 6 points and 2 rebounds, all coming here in the third quarter. 86-49, a minute and 22 left in the third quarter. Pressure galing sa Val City.
Really? Are you serious? I think he barely touched CJ Austria.
Is there a challenge yet?
Can we challenge?
Hindi tayo pwede. Hindi tayo pwede mag-challenge, but 87-49. Austria short on the second. Alabanza with a rebound. Diputado nagmamadali. over a minute remaining in the third. Nem de la Cruz, step back three, well defended by Ayonayon. Mendoza ahead to Mike. Good catch, nice pass, hard foul, free throws.
Now that is definitely a foul without a doubt. No question. LACAP absolutely slapped the wrist there nito ni Josh David.
Well, Valenzuela needs to take a look at themselves now.
They have been in that scenario a lot of times this season. We've seen good games from them, but for the most part, it really has been a case of, I think it's really more of the attitude that they bring when they're on the court. They're easily frustrated.
Tama. Still have one full quarter of this, Avi. Huh? Remember that.
Well, the lead looks to be insurmountable at this point. Pero tama ka dun sa sinabi mo kanina. They shouldn't be looking at the score anymore. Just try to play the game the right way. Try to make the right decisions. Try to play good defense, especially without fouling. And I put emphasis on that because they've been in the penalty early the past 2 quarters, in the second and here in the third.
And they keep on looking at the score.
Exactly.
They keep on looking at the score when you...
Why do you keep on looking at the score when you're down this big?
It's not like habol agad yan. De La Cruz with a layup. It's short.
You have got to be kidding me.
And then they commit the foul.
Number 8, BRYAN LACAP penalties.
I really don't know what to say right now.
He was at the rim, Nem de la Cruz.
The easiest shot of the night para sa kanya, and he misses it. It looks like Coach Yong will be emptying his bench right now for the remainder of this third quarter. Parang bagong ahit si Rodel Fabro.
Oo nga, hindi ko nakilala.
Kaya nga, sabi ko parang, si Fabro ba talaga yun? Kala ko bagong homegrown.
Michael Jordan of Abra to eh. Tingin ko dito kay sa highlights niya doon sa Intertown sa Abra.
Naglalaro siya doon?
Grabe siya doon.
Well, he's wearing 23 here.
Grabe siya doon.
Mapanood niya.
Bringas. No. De La Cruz. Still no go. Alabanza is blocked by Austria. And that's it for the third quarter.
Third quarter ends at 51 for Bell City, 90 for Abra.
Huge lead para dito sa Abra Solid North Weavers. Highlights of the game brought to you by Sip Plus, the official hydration partner of the MPBL. Elevate your hydration. We saw a lot of fight from ARVIE Bringas. Rep Diputado and John Formento tried to push the pace, but it's been a display of depth and firepower from the Abra Solid North Weaver. I think that was in early May.
Yeah.
Early May or I think April 30, right around that date. Quezon yung kalaban nila dito, natalo sila doon. No? So chance for them to redeem themselves in front of the Pangasinan faithful. CHIU with 8 points in 18 minutes of action against Caloocan. And for more on jail, let's go to Gianna.
CHIU shares na with his experience playing in Ateneo and in Japan, isa sa mga pinaka natutunan niya is how to play smart and read the floor. Pero aminado rin siya na nag-a-adjust pa rin siya sa physicality ng MPBL. Kaya yung mga veterano daw talaga sa Weavers ang nagiging guide niya sa ensayo, reminding him to expect calls not in his favor, expect to be pushed around, and expect for his patience to be tested. At kahit rivals daw sila ni Raven Gonzalez noong college, malaking bagay daw para kay Gio na magkasama sila dito sa Abra. Naging teammates daw sila sa national team dati, kaya nabuo na rin ang kanilang brotherhood. Back to you guys.
Thank you so much, G. And very noteworthy yung rivalry na yan, no? Lasal Ateneo. Alam natin na it's one of the biggest rivalries in Philippine sports.
Oh, yeah.
So, to have Gio Chu, you know, and Raven Gonzalez in one team for Abra, and them working together, remarkable para dito kay sa management and ownership group ng Abra na ibuo nila yung team na yan. Magkakasama yung dalawang players.
Well, that's really the beauty of professional sport. You know, you see former college rivals play on the same squad, players who you would think that when they were going up against each other in college would never, allow themselves to play with each other in one team, and then somehow after some time they become really good friends.
Oo. De La Cruz will attack. No. Rebound. It's with Marquis. Will Lee is ahead of the pack, and he'll score the deuce.
This kid has a bright future ahead of him if he continues to work hard, just really put in the work, and stay focused, stay locked in, just really trust the guidance of Coach Yong Garcia. He's in a very good spot, being able to play with perhaps one of the biggest names, or rather the biggest names in the EMPBL at this point. Oh, what a rebound there by Marquis against Diarra Labanza.
Three-point shot is brought to you by Extreme One-Stop Shop Appliances. Abra, all business tonight. Valenzuela, not so sure. 98-57. They've reached the century mark now. Tong Abra, JHU has 10 points.
32 out of 65 from the field for the Weavers. Shooting 49% from the field. Ito lang si Diputado. He's been perhaps the brightest spot for Valenzuela here in the second half. That's a Jordan-esque move coming from Redel Fabro.
Approved by Mr. Javi Palania.
Verified.
Formento gets that one to drop.
At saka balita ho, matindi ang Intertown doon sa Abra.
Matindi, matindi. Hindi lang tayo naka-attend. Next time, medyo malayo eh. CHIU.
Oh!
He had
He had bad intentions there.
Oo.
But of course, J.R. Labanza, who is one of the leading shot blockers in the league this season, will not allow it. He will not allow himself to be part of a poster.
JHU at the line. Misses the first free throw. Looking ahead, Javi, to that matchup between Abra and Nueva Ecija. I'm going to put you on the spot here. Who do you think has the edge? Before that, get a special deal from 1xBet. Scan the QR code and claim your special offer.
Well, you saw that game. We covered that game between Zamboanga and Nueva Ecija, and you saw how Nueva Ecija had a really tough time in dealing with the speed of the Zamboanga Sikat. The thing here with Abra is they can play fast, and they also have the shooters that can really pile it on from the outside. Ang magiging diferensya na lang dito is, can Nueva Ecija dictate the pace? Whoever will be the one to dictate the pace, they will have the upper hand in that game. So it's important, I think, for the Rice Vanguards to establish a good start, because Abra, if they get off and running, it's going to be tough to come back from a lead that they have established because of the firepower that they have. Not saying that Nueva Ecija doesn't have that firepower, it's just that the younger legs of Abra sometimes make it impossible for teams to get back from deficits.
Well, they wear you down. The young
Exactly.
legs wear you down. Pero, again, experience, they give Nueva Ecija the edge.
No doubt about it.
Gonzales Knocks down the three to the delight of the Abra bench.
It's really going to be hard to say who will have the significant edge. I don't think any team has a significant edge in that game. It's definitely going to go all boiled down to which team is ahead at the end of the final buzzer.
Paramihan na lang na shoot.
Yun na nga.
Well, as if this game has not... may wedgie pa tayo.
As if this game has not seen a lot of bloopers.
Well, yun nga, no? There are a lot of factors going into that matchup. No? Ang daming kailangan tingnan. You know, the backcourt, sino kaya ang lamang? Front court, you know, sino kaya ang lamang? The wing.
In terms of the height, Sidel, Abra is certainly the team with that advantage in that department. But Nueva Ecija has proven to us that they don't really have problems dealing with players who are taller than them because the experience that the bigs have from the Rice Vanguards have really...
Ito tanong, if it's a close game, who has the edge?
That's really a tough question,
Okay.
Mr. Tupas.
Okay, if it's a close game, who has the edge? Yun lang ang ano ko.
But the Rice Vanguards have proven to be the team that has really risen from those really tight games this season. They've been in a lot of tight games
Yeah, tama.
this
Tama.
year. Abra, you compare their season with Nueva Ecija, Abra has had a lot of victories kung saan talagang nalalayuan nila yung mga kalaban nila. So,
Meaning hindi na nila, they leave little doubt.
yes, exactly. So, we haven't really seen them get tested in a nail-biting game that all boils down to the finish. So, it remains to be seen how they perform in kung ganun ang mangyayari against Nueva Ecija because the Rice Vanguards are very used to it.
Yeah, I'm just happy that they're gonna give us that matchup.
Oh yeah, especially playing at home. Remember they were able to dispose of San Juan in tight fashion. Zamboanga as well. So yeah, I mean that's definitely going to be an exciting game. I'm going to look forward to that.
108-65 for Mento with the basket. Medyo bumilis ng konti kahit papano itong fourth quarter pero nasa penalty na naman ng Valenzuela.
Na maaga.
Rev Deputado gets that one to fall. They're pressing even when they're down. Huge. Fabro, a three. Yi against TIBURCIO. Fabro knocks it down.
Yung kumpiyansa nandun no?
Oo.
Kahit alam mong hindi siya nakakuha na masyadong minuto dito, yung laro na nakukuha niya sa Intertown has really prepared him for when his number gets called up here.
Sumi-step back yun dun.
Ay, talaga?
Ay, ibang klase. Nagtatransform.
Teka.
Nagtatransform. Ibang klase yan si Renel Fabro sa Abra pag nag-Intertown doon. And they do get imports coming in. You know, I think each town has a couple of imports. Kaya si Mac Talio, nakita dati naglaro doon. Jackson Corpus, naglaro din doon.
Do they even employ foreigners as imports? Pwede ba?
I did not see that. No, parang hindi.
Dahil marami rin mga Intertown na ganun yung nagiging play format They allow teams with minsan nga, the two imports pa Doon sa Marikina, as we see, Redel Fabro getting another 3-point shot. 8 points in the game.
Instant offense para kay Redel Fabro. He gets the rebound and is fouled by Bringas, and a chance for him to reach double figures as he will walk all the way to the other side for 2 free throws.
Ang maganda dito kay Redel Fabro, he may not be seeing a lot of court time in actual games for Abra, but I do believe he's one of the players that really contributes to the intensity of the practices ni Coach Yong.
Well, very important because it's all about representation para dito kay Del Fabro na sila ni Wilkin Lee, syempre, tsaka si Gonzales. Importante na nandyan sila to carry the Abra name on their chest.
At paniguradong proud na proud si Kong JB Bernos na these players are on this squad at even with the talent that they have acquired, nagkakaroon rin sila ng role kahit papano dito sa kanilang team.
FORMENTO airballs the 3. Fabro on the move again. Atake si Fabro. He's fouled by TIBURCIO.
I can see it. I can definitely see it.
Foul number 6, Julius TIBURCIO. Julius TIBURCIO, 5 fouls.
TIBURCIO is fouled out.
Julius TIBURCIO. 2 free throws, Redel Fabro.
Tawag na pogi itong si Redel Fabro.
Bagong ahit kasi.
Wala sila John Oduba dito sa likod, tsaka si Jason Apolonio on the reserve list for today's game.
I almost forgot they were part of the team.
They are. Kasama sila.
Ganun sila kalalim.
Bringas. He gets fouled by Chu.
Perhaps one of the best individual seasons for ARVIE Bringas in a while dito sa MPBL this year.
It's the free throw to drop. He's bounced around the MPBL. Bataan Abra now with Valenzuela.
Game from Sarangani early in the
Sarangani.
season.
Sarangani pala nagsimula ang season ni ARVIE.
And then sabay sila lumipat dito ni Rev Diputado.
Steal. Block. Chu.
I love how you could see that Chu, he seems to be enjoying himself here in the MPBL. He seems to be really taking in the experience, and he's loving that he's learning a lot. I could see it in his face, the enthusiasm.
Fabro. Alam mo you're talking about making the most out of your time on the floor. He's tied ENCHO Serrano for the best scorer of Abra with 13 points.
I'm sorry, Rodel. I just can't give you the player of the game honors.
19 points though para kay Diputado here in the second half. Gonzales another 3 from the corner.
He loves those corners. Kasi Jorel Gonzales. Usually dyan rin talaga siya nasi-set up eh. Chu has 14 rebounds in this game. Double-double performance para sa kanya.
Lee a 3, got it. Dami na rin 3 points itong Abra. That's 12 makes for them. Diputado fires. Tapped by Chu. It will stay with Valenzuela.
No, this will go down, I think, perhaps as their best game of the season, if I'm not mistaken. Abra Weavers.
May mga mas maganda pa siguro, Habs.
No, in terms of
but
scoring for sure, yeah.
Output-wise, ito yung pinakamalaki nila. I thought they were impressive against Jensen.
Oh, yeah. I mean, the way that they were able to really lock down on the shooters, amazing.
Chu, has he fouled out? Yeah, I think so. 11 points and 14 rebounds. Hindi na natin nasundan sa dami ng pangyayari at sa layo ng pinag-uusapan natin. 62 seconds remaining. Gonzales with a steal. Lee, a three. Yes.
Back-to-back 3 points for Kian Lee.
12 points as well for Kian Lee.
5 rebounds, 7 assists as well para sa kanya.
There's a block by Marquis. Jorel Gonzales to Redel Fabro. Will get the 2 points.
And I love that there's no let up here for the Abra Weavers. This is exactly how you play it until the final buzzer.
Yan ang mahalaga dito. You're building good habits if you're Abra with the way you're playing and you're closing out this ball game. And even that, galing kay Fabro, Napes was able to recover that basketball. Seconds left. So the Abra Solid North Weavers with a resounding victory 1 week before that showdown with Nueva Ecija in Palayan City. A statement dunk para kay Marquis.
Shucks, di ko nakita.
Actually, nagda-dunk nung warm-up ang mga kakampi niya. Sana sinabi siya, ikaw nga kuya, kaya mo rin yan. 43-year-old dunk para dito kay Marquis, and he wraps up.
Yan ka, madam! Tambak lang tambak din nebay siya. Mayari na halos kalating karelang tambak. Yung best player tamo, ENCHO, SERRANO. Ikaw, madam, super close kayan kasi many ba check ang Pampanga Giant Lantern. O ka, madam, ang gana mo ngayon yun Paki-subscribe ko at saka mag-comment kayo at saka lalo na share yan Basta't mimingat tamo lagi ka, madam, at saka tandaan ng tamo lagi. Alang papi kung kem boses ng madam. Saya-saya mo ayan ni Encho. Bye-bye!